There we go. I do believe we're live. So I'll say indeed and greetings unto you, beloved and holy friends. What a dear pleasure it is to have you here again on another moment, another opportunity for us to consciously evolve. Today's stream topic is the admittance of all of the regrets we have still got us here. That's like the real importance within today's conversation. That yes, we all have regrets. I sure do know I do. Hey, Kristen, I'm not regretting having met you. All right, that's not one of my regrets, at least. But I've made mistakes in my life, right? Especially as it relates to my potential financial future, right? Like in hindsight, you look back and you're like, oh, I could have this and that, right? And we spend so much time potentially in regret. I meditate just before I shower, just before I give my yoga class, just before I do this stream. And when I meditate, I try to give myself something to center on, right? Like what is today's conversation going to be about? And it's not always easy extracting, if you will, information from that space. But today, as I was trying to, I was again kind of confronted with some of the things I regret, right? Some of the things I should have done. If only I did do, things would be differently. I tell myself, Maskan, Sonny, it's nice having you here as well. Bless ya. Sending you love, right? So we go down these rabbit holes of regret, and then the thing that and maybe this is hopium, right? And I'm more than willing to admit that maybe this is just a coping mechanism. But I believe that if things had happened the way you now regret they didn't, you would have different things to regret. Maybe even more to regret. Maybe there would be uh, experientially more for you to feel is regrettable, right? And you doing all of the things you feel like you regret right now. And I'm like, there's like a little bit of leeway here for interpretation and misinterpretation, right? If you're regretting having been a bad person or having hurt someone, that's a good thing to regret, I think, right? Regret more, in fact. But when it comes to regret to missed opportunities or missed chances to change something, right? Like that I feel is a little bit counterproductive. It doesn't really do anything for you. Just lets you feel something without any proper recourse or proper, what's the exact word I'm looking for? Mm, solace. It's kind of like the word. It's almost like completion, conclusion. I think conclusion might be the right word. I see Jovan here as well. I love ya. I'll be back in a second. I'm quickly gonna go ask for something. There we go. Should be able to hear me again. Yeah. So, like the things that we ought to regret. I feel like that's a big question, right? Because regret is definitely an energy that plays a role in our lives. What do I regret actively? More than anything, just like I wish I had done things different financially in my life. I wish I never used a fast food app in my life, for example. Bruh, come on, I'm refreshing. Has to be here somewhere. There we go. I had to click on it. If you're here right now, do hit upvote and subscribe, right? Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And then both of us won't have to feel like we regret not having said that or having done that like you just potentially did. I just got like one of those twings in my left ear. I don't know what you did, but undo it. Right? You did too much. Love is true. Regret. Regret. I spend a lot of time again, right, regretting things. And again, it's primarily linked in like the physical world, material, right? Like it's material regrets. When it comes to emotional regrets, I regret not being more kind to my siblings when I was a 13-year-old, right? Like things have changed at this point of my life, and I try and be as kind to my siblings as I can. However, I still built a reputation, we can say technically, with my youngest brother of me being someone who's an asshole, right? And I'm more than willing to admit that I was an asshole. And I still actively fight day by day to still not feel like an asshole right now, right? It is one of those things where the process of being differently is in and of itself your attempt to not be an asshole, right? Like it's like it makes you less of an asshole that you're trying to not be an asshole. But I regret having been an asshole. All right, and that, if you're like wondering what the exact context of that is, it kind of manifested as ego, right? Like absolute, rampant 13-year-old ego, where I was the eldest. I'm still the eldest. I'm the eldest brother in my family, right? And like the elder brother, especially since I grew up in a biblical household, has a certain level of respect owed to him, right? That's what I was taught. You see, like the asshole underlying, trying to defend himself. You see that? Keep watching. And that version of me, right, couldn't abide by disrespect, and felt very touched, felt very offended by disrespect. So when my sibling, especially Vessel, like we would go and get picked up from school, for example, and then he would, knowing the front seat is mine, right, because I'm the eldest, he would go and sit in the front seat, and it would be a fight pretty much every single time. So there was this instance generator of me being given the opportunity to be an asshole, right? Because yeah, what do you do as an elder brother? I am 5 years older than he is. So as a 13-year-old, I was, yeah, he was like a grade 1, grade 2, and I was like finishing primary school, right? While he was like grade 3, I was in high school kind of vibes. So he was smaller than me. And if he would help himself to the front seat, I would help him out of the front seat, right? I want to say non-violently because there was no me punching him while getting him out of the front seat, but there was me getting him out of the front seat against him wanting to get out of the front seat, right? So there were instances like that. Then there were also instances of me making fun of him for crying about things, right? And like again, with the narrative that was reinforced in me as a child, crying is for girls. Crying is for the weak. Crying is not for boys. Crying is not something you should be seen doing, right? So there was, and I was unfortunately not alone in this. Me and my sibling just younger than me, Rida, we would almost be the ones, right? Me and him wouldn't cry about trivial things. And then we would look at each other and see him crying about something trivial. And in doing so, he made himself a target of our scrutiny, right? We would be like, nah, stop doing that. Make fun of him for crying about trivial things, right? And at that point of his life, he was probably feeling powerless, so there was nothing that he could do or whatever. So crying is recourse, right? And we took advantage of that as well. Um, And then, I kind of like that basically changed essentially because I wasn't living at home anymore when I went to high school. So I was literally booked into a hostel, which means I'm living at the school's premises, which means I don't see my family except for weekends, right? And during that time of my life, I got like very wrecked at first because the hostel experience isn't exactly a very friendly one. And then I would only be at home, for small bursts of time. And in hindsight, like I can't think of very much of it being like interactive with him as a younger kid, right? Maybe that's also a part of me being an asshole, is that I didn't give him enough time when I came back home eventually, right? During that time when I came back home, the only thing I had attention for was games or the internet, right? I was a 14-year-old. So there was a shift, there was a change during that time. However, even until now, I mean, how much time has passed since then? 13 years? Yeah, 13 years has passed since then. But there is still this reputation, there's still this narrative in his head about who I am, right? And it's one of my biggest regrets that I cannot undo what I've done and change his idea, right, of our relationship. I cried this morning, and Dixie got upset and punched me in the face, trying to make me feel better. It's like, I'll give you something to cry about. I'm sorry, Kristen. Oh, that is kind of cute. I'm sorry you were crying. I was about to ask as well, you doing okay? Do let us know. We're here for you if you want to vent about something. I'm sure you won't regret sharing what's going on in your heart. Thanks for asking. I'm working through my own regrets. There we go. That's enough. There's so many, is the thing, Shadow. There's so many. So many things to regret. I'm glad Dixie has a little has little popper paws, it's true. Good morning all. Good morning to you, Hoopy. It's nice having you here too. Hmm. Regret. What an interesting energy. Shakira Solomons. I don't think I've ever seen your username, and I'll say hello to you too. Do you have regrets, Shakira? Shakira? I'm just gonna stop right now. I'm gonna stop myself. It's nice having you here. I don't regret you being here with us. I also don't regret making a little bit of a joke. I'm sorry if that's your real name and you don't like being joked with. Hi, Hoopy and Shakira. Okay, good. This laugh's being laughed. Love is being true. Today's stream topic, again, for the new friends that are here, is about regret and how regret manifests in our lives. How there are so many things for us to regret in life, and we can spend time, we can spend weightless nights laying there just thinking about the things that we should have done. Oh, if only I did this instead, we say to ourselves, hoping, I don't know, we learn our lesson retroactively, hoping we don't make mistakes going forward. In that way, regret doesn't really feel like a useful energy to me. It feels like something pretty destructive. Inconclusive. Yeah, inconclusive I think is a good word as well. Because it's just this open-ended, I should have done something else. Is there a way, especially as it relates to ancient wisdom, for us to transcend these regrets? And at least in my mind, the wisdom that I've shared with my community today is that we should regret actions, right? if we had an action towards a person, for example, or a word that was said, I think it's okay for those things to be regretted, right? For us to make sure we don't do regrettable things going forward. But as it relates to the material world, regrets in that way feels very disheartening, right? Like regretting I should have made this investment instead, right? From a perspective, I don't think that helps as a regretful energy. Yeah, I have a lot of regrets. Okay, I didn't actually say it. I didn't say it in that whole little mini monologue. But the other thing, the other part of regret is the fact that if everything regrettable that had ever happened hadn't, you wouldn't be as you are right now. And again, we can argue, yeah, I know, Melt, if I invested in Bitcoin in 2009, right, I bought $10 worth of Bitcoin, I would be a multi-millionaire right now, right? I'm regretting it every day of my life. I get it. I totally get it. However, if you did, if you were that person who invested in Bitcoin in 2009, you bought $10 worth, right, and you are now a multimillionaire, you could have, in the meanwhile, potentially sold, potentially ruined your life by having access to more money than you knew what to do with, right? Like that happens to a lot of people as well. The regrets you would have retroactively, like you wouldn't suddenly be without regrets, right? Even if you did make the perfect bet all the way back then, even if you made the whole perfect bet, like no mistakes were made whatsoever when it came to all of the material fractals you could acquire, you would still have other regrets. And I feel, weirdly enough, the ratio of regret will be shifted towards more real regrets, right? Where if you have regrets that is based in material, it's kind of one of those things, right? Oh, I wish I, you know, had a nicer car. If I did this, then I would have a nicer car now. If I did that, then I would have a nicer house now, right? Right? Like, and again, all of those are material regrets. So it's like stuff that you're regretting about. However, if you were in the position to be a multimillionaire, right? Like, and imagining you discontinuing or reintroducing, introducing new relationships into your life, there could be a way different fractal of regret, right? You might have regrets that are a little bit more serious in nature, a little bit more emotional than just the actual physical material world. Living in South Africa is stressful. Ek is ook is 'n Afrikaanse mens. Shakira Solomons. Dit is nog ons wild. Ek stem saam. Living in South Africa is stressful. I have actually found gray hairs on myself, at the ripe age of 26. Yeah, if I have problems with other people's ideas of me, I have big problems. I wonder if you're saying you do have big problems, or you don't have big problems because you don't. Yes. Yeah, I have a lot of regrets. Yeah, it's true. Don't we all? Again, today's stream topic is about our regrets, but also about acknowledging that if not for our regrets, we wouldn't be who we are right now, right? Like this life that we're living right now is, in a way, a result of all of the right things we've done, all of the good decisions we've made, and also all of the regrets, all of the bad decisions we've made. Bro, are you from South Africa? Ek lewe in South Africa. I literally live here. I'm like sitting on South African dirt as we speak it. Where do you live in South Africa? Is the next question I hear. Mpumalanga, Limpopo area, right? Like on this side, all the way this side of South Africa, right? In that little nubbin. How about you? Let me know too. What they think is none of my business. I do like that one, yeah. What other people think of you is none of your business, is my favorite take. Lots of regrets, don't we? Oh, okay, this might be puzzling, but hear me out. What I think that other people think about me is still just what I think. Yes, also true. Also true, right? And in that way, I like thinking that other people have good thoughts about me, right? Because it is my thoughts about myself in that way. It is a self-image thing, right? I love that, Joe. Thank you for the reminder. Cape Town. Cape Town is pretty cool. Cape Town is where I probably would want to end up close to. I don't know if I want to live in Cape Town, but I would want to live in driving range of Cape Town if I'm going to end up in South Africa eventually. Right. Like, what do you think, Shakira? Are you smack dab in the middle? You living in the city? That does make it even harder. Living in South Africa is stressful. Can we talk about how you should regret lying? Sure, sure. I try not to lie. I try to be very truthful and very transparent in the things that I say to other people as well. Right? Sometimes to, I think, my own detriment. Right? I don't think everybody wants to know the truth all the time. Right? Especially if it affects them. Who are you from South Africa? So may I ask? It is Wednesday. Yassi. You're right. You are in fact right. It is Wednesday, my dudes. Which means, technically, we ought to be dancing. But you did. Please do tell, Cat, where I lied. You have the floor, and if you cannot give me some definitive evidence of me lying, then you will be banned. And I'm not making a joke. I'm being dead serious. Do let me know. I'm opening this chat so long, so I have my ban hammer ready. I'm quickly going to switch over accounts. Not exactly what I wanted to do. There we go. All right, I'm ready when you are. There we go. Adam and I were never romantically involved. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't say that you were. I said that that's what I interpreted. Right. And again, if that was a lie, you could have said so yesterday. And again, that causes even more confusion in me. Personal information on YouTube is defamation. Pretty sure it's not. Pretty sure it's not. Right? Because I don't know if you remember, but the reason that whole experience kind of like opened up is because you were asking me to mention personal information on YouTube. I don't know if you remember that. You were asking me to give you the surname of a friend. Right? No. I'm there. I have perfect memory. Right? I know exactly what I said. I remember you being like, "Oh, what is this person's surname?" And then I was like, "How about you don't?" And then you were like, "I can do what I want." Right? And then I made clear what this is, what's happening here. Right? The fact that I created this space with the intent of creating and sharing love, and that you are now entering this space with an agenda of your own. I know who she is. Good. Why did you need to know who she is? Right? Again, like, I don't know if you're not hearing what I'm saying. This is not normal behavior, and help needs to be sought. Thank you, Joe. I think it's time. It's time. Goodbye. Goodbye. Cheers, cheers. Hide user on channel, put user in timeout. I think hide user on this channel is probably gonna be it. This user's messages will be hidden. There we go. All right. Regrettable, because again, this space is supposed to be a safe place for everyone. But if you're going to actively be a predator, oh, I'm going to predate. That doesn't matter who you are, right? Like, I don't have any patience for that. South Africa is very stressful. I want to move far away from South Africa. I do get it, Shakira. If my leg wasn't broken, I would have ran away from South Africa. You're speaking the real reals, Shakira. I do feel you. Being in South Africa is not easy. You do meet some interesting creatures, and I'm one of them. I'm one of those interesting creatures to meet here. And I do get you on the wanting to leave, because it is one of those things that's not easy. Thank you, Jean. I do appreciate you protecting this space as well. Like, and I just want to almost close this fractal off in my mind, and just to almost clear the air that if I did lie, I want to apologize. There's too much drama, bro. I know, right? I know, Shakira. I don't like drama at all, in fact, right? And that's you just saw some drama on this channel that I'm so against. I'm not for that, even a little bit. Relief, the opposite of regret. Set yourself up for success. Yeah, that's true, Joe. I feel relieved right now, right? And one more thing I want to say in this air of relief, that if I did lie, so this is the information I had, right? This is the context. I go with Adam to White Rabbit, and then there is this person that was in chat, right? And she's staring at Adam and me from afar kind of vibes, right? And it's clear to me that she's very fixated on Adam, and at some point she's following Adam around at the festival, and I don't really understand what's going on, right? And Adam doesn't tell me anything. So I did make assumptions that there was some sort of entanglement there, and then that entanglement ceased to be. And I was wrong. Admittedly, I didn't know. However, the fact that the obsession remained, right? That person followed Adam around, and that person has been following me around on this channel for the last years. I've been getting sent Facebook messages and stuff as well. It's yeah, it's one of those things. Was she a stalker? Yeah, 100%. 100%, right? And the last time, and I there's a certain I feel maturity in my beingness where I can be oh, this person is a stalker, and I can be okay, it's fine, let them be a stalker, right? And then while I was sharing some information, excitement about the fact that a friend is gonna come and see me, and he's going to bring a friend with him that he wants me to meet, right? This person proceeds to ask me her surname, to which I'm the red flags in my head go off, where I'm now there's red flags, right? Now you're not just encroaching on my privacy, which I'm kind of okay with, right? Because I'm literally, I do this. I put myself online. I've kind of I've signed my name under the form that says no more privacy for me, right? And I'm aware of that. But as soon as you start to encroach, again, sometimes Christian will come and sit down next to me on stream, and in that way be a part of this space as well. And then for Christian to love someone, and then for this person to then want information, sensitive information, want me to disclose that sensitive information on a YouTube stream. right? Like prompting me, like, okay, like, let me be a stalker, please. And I'm like, okay, now we're taking out the stick. The carrot was not working. I must take banhammer and must bring it down with the might of gods. Relief, the opposite of regret. Now we're gonna go dance. How about that? How about that? We're gonna go dance now. I'm hearing music playing. Oh, what did I just do? Okay, it's not bad. I just heard ripping on my clothing. And I died inside a little bit. Here. Okay, okay. Thank you for reminding us that it is in fact Wednesday, my dudes. And on Wednesdays we dance. Brew, you went to... Brew, I went to go check my surroundings. Starts checking my space, bro. Like, make sure that I'm gonna be okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty chill. I'm pretty chill until I'm not. Right? And like the ideal is to just remain chill. Right? The ideal is to never get to the point where we're not chill anymore. You know what I mean? Can we not be chill? Please, I beggeth of ye. My dad's watching South African news. We were just talking about it, Shakira. Yes. Ja. Ja. Here we are in the donkerte. Let there be light. Bro, I went to check my surroundings. We got the doggos. Hello, Kobe. Hello, Peppy. Where's your Peppy and Kobe? Where's your burgers? Are you realizing what's happening right now, Peppy? Peppy knows what's happening. Peppy realizes that we're gonna go and dance. Aren't you happy about that, Peppy? Aren't you happy that Kristen reminded me? It is in fact Wednesday, my dudes. Alright. We're still good for connectivity, it seems. I might have to switch you around. Load shedding? No, at least not. Not right now. Shakira Solomons is full of jokes. That's just the kind of person I am. Good. Laughing is one of the best antidotes to pain. And we live in South Africa, dude, so we're definitely no strangers. No strangers to pain. I'm gonna do a switchy for you. There we go. Now we're wide. You can see everything that's going on in this frame. Perfect. And then we get this stuff sorted and orted. Check it. Cool. Cool. I put down a place to dance. I'm not gonna be dancing on this place alone, it's the problem. This whole floor is gonna become my dance ground. I'll just be like gentle and stuff with it. Sure. Dancing directly on the tiles of my bare feet. I'm like, woeing is me here right now, totally. Okay. Yes, the pain in South Africa is real. Yeah, like maybe as souls, there could be a certain amount of regret having incarnated in South Africa. But also, we would not be the souls we are if we didn't incarnate in South Africa. So it is like one of those damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of thing. So blessed if you do, blessed if you don't. Yeah, blessed we are. So blessed. Isn't he a sweetie patootie, huh? Aren't you a sweetie? Huh? sorry. Making uncomfortable. I need to put this down. There seems to be a new track. A Gilax track. Is it new? I mean, relatively speaking, it's new. But it's an old sample still. Let's see if we can get something working. My internet is pretty poor right now. Let's see if this helps. New tracks? Don't mind if I do. New playlist. I don't know if these are new, but I'll get this one playing. This thing is starting off completely silent. There we go. A Rihanna bootleg. How about that? Any sounds? I don't know about that either, yeah. Went from nothing to like everything. Maybe this is gonna be good. We'll give it a chance. Nah, that ain't it, chief. I mean, it's not like just like outright bad, but it's not good. I'm sorry. Like, I actually like Korean music. And this is, I mean, that's the artist name. He calls himself Korean music. We'll try CR3WFX. He has like a certain vibe of tracks, and this is a playlist of a bunch of his. So maybe we can like get into a groove. parts. That wasn't what we usually dance to. I'm still happy we did.
When I hear it coming up like that.
I'm already cooked, but I don't think we're getting much rest. Next track's coming up.
Hear it coming up like
That's basically it. That's the end of track. Jeeps. Give me a second. Someone said help. Someone said help. I said help. More. One more. I'll do one more. I don't think it's playing yet. Tristan, I'm here. I'm here, maybe a little late. But it's time to dance, bro. This is now a dance stream. So we can't say with regret that we didn't dance today. Yeah. Yeah. One more. This track is called Soul. It's 3 minutes long.
Giving every piece of my soul.
All right. Pieces of my soul has been given. Now I shall sit down. Relaxedly. Sorry, I must go. Who's this song by? It's an artist called CREWFX and another artist called Koif, Kofe. Focusing. Yes, we're focusing. There we go. That's how their name is spelled, soul. Succulent melt soul. Yes. Enjoy. Enjoy. Some succulent melt soul. Maybe I put you here. Close your eyes. Oh no. I refresh. Refreshedly. There we go. Whatever you do, do not challenge an argument. No, the argument has been had. You were behaving in a way that is not respectful. Let's read that list again. Challenge the argument, not the person. All right? You were calling me a liar, saying, do we regret lies? Can't regret something you didn't know you did. And then I did say, if I was lying, then regrettably, what I said wasn't true. I still shared as much as I could. Thank you for this wonderful space where love is true. Thank you, Kristen, for making it so. Be civil and respectful. Your words have power. Yeah. It's not civil or respectful to call someone a liar. Is it? No. And then make sure your actions reflect love is true. When I tell you stalking to want people's information and you're like, I don't care, I'm going to do it anyway, That's not exactly actions reflecting of love is true. So the argument was had, this person is not showing up for our community and with our community rules, which means you're not allowed here. Yeah, there we go. You got it. Please come to chat. Miss you, bro. Boogie, wait, gosh, I'm tired. Me too. Thank you, Emily. Love and see you all. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Hey, this thing lets me set goals. I can ask for a certain amount of money on interface. Nice. Neat. I didn't know that this is a thing. I guess they do give you more ways. Oh. Oh. Isn't this nice? So quiet. After all of that movement, I do need a breath. All will be revealed. It's true. It's true. What I'm stuck on right now, Dreamtooth, is like what person becomes obsessed to the point of stalking you and your friends because you so much as were friends with someone else. Right? Like maybe this is again my own internal biases, but like usually romance is the thing that begets that level of obsession. So again, if I lied, I apologize. Yeah, I heard you. This is the doggo being like, come on, bro. Can't you see I'm right here? I'm right here to be given attention to. Like right here I am. Can't you see me? Can't you even see me? I'm right here, dude. I'm like, right. Can't you see me? I see you. Go and play with Pippi. Oh, your door is closed. That's why. Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm now figuring it out. There you go. There's open door for you. He's actually done that a bunch of times, where he barks at me as well, alongside the jumping. And this is the second time that I'm realizing he's letting me know that he wants to exit the space. Okay. Yeah. I think the rest of the truth still stands, right? If you're still here, because I think you can still tune into the stream, even if I remove all of your influence into the stream. The part that's of concern is still true. The fact that you were like stalking us and staring us down from a distance, and then have been stalking me and staring me down from a distance online, and have been sending me Facebook messages unsolicited without me replying. And then when I do reply, I let you know that I cannot provide the kind of help I think you need. All right? All of that's true. And again, I assumed, admittedly, that there was some sort of romantic involvement, and that would explain the attachment issues, but I can be wrong too. Yeah, it's true. I'm going to now finish this vertical stream, and then I'm going to start up the horizontal one. We have been here for 1 hour and 2 minutes now. Thank you for joining me for the dance. I'll see you friends in a moment. Check you soon. Cheers, cheers.